Hey, hey, welcome in. We're live for Title Tuesday. This was the move I gave, yeah? Alright, we're having an isolated queen pawn position. That's totally cool. Playing an FM from Portugal this round. Let's just bring our pieces out and let's look at this idea. Why not? Could look at this idea. Just taking d4. That might be actually quite smart even. Nonetheless, I will play with queen d6. D8, bishop b8. It's probably the logical way to go. b5, probably just knight moves. If I trade now, d4 is tempting. But bishop b8, g3. Okay, let's trade. So here, the knight's gonna come over there. Knight e4, I guess it's just about equal. Let's play knight e5. So now, yeah, their pieces would look quite good if they could arrange some more trades. They want to trade a lot of pieces. I want the opposite of that. Bishop b8, g3. I can make that trade. I can also jump in knight c4. Well, now this becomes quite compelling. Let's go here. Could take that. Could have. But what I really want is to go knight e3. That's what I was looking at. I think they should have defended e3, because now, yeah, I got him, didn't I? Well, okay, be careful, William. No, it definitely works. Because even if bishop g2, I could just take e3, take c3. Get my piece back. Nice job, William. What's up, LJ? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. What about check and... That was a funny little noise I just did. Check and check is what I was going to say. But knight e4 might be... Nope. So check here, check here, check. Yeah, okay. This is even better. This is even better than just take and take. Let's do this. Oh, we so got him. We still got him. King here. Among a number of good options, let's just go check and take this. Or, even better than that, let's take the queen when we fork him. Nice work. This is what I was thinking about, actually, in this position when I played knight c4. My opponent's position looks very solid. However, they need queen c1 so that they have g3. GG. GG, a Title Tuesday W. A Title Tuesday W, 96.9 accuracy. Not so bad. Not so bad. So, we played a Graf Benko Gambit. Our opponent did not indulge us with d5, asking for, yes, our b5 and our favorite Gambit, where we tricked them into playing like the Zaitsev variation of the Benko, which would have been with c5 immediately. Now with knight takes b5, not the best line. e6 is the line I give on my channel, which is a really fun one. g6 you can also play. But my opponent just plays e3, Let me mute this. My opponent just plays e3, and now after e6 here and d5, we have symmetrical positions, but I have a6 instead of knight c3. And what that means is, like, if you do continue to do something normal, I'm going to take it, maybe make that bishop move twice, which I love, and now b5 here, bishop b7. This actually kind of would have been the inverse of the game a little bit, almost, except my bishop grabs this diagonal without being blocked by the knight. So my knight never really jumps to c6, and in fact, it could maybe jump directly, zigzag directly to d5 if needed. In the game they took, I got bishop out in one move, and the a6 move becomes very useful here. You'll note, like, I store my bishop back on a7, out of the way of everybody. Just develop my pieces, Okay, the engine really wanted d4. I was concerned it just kind of, like, liquidates everything. But, okay, apparently I'm a tiny bit better here. Engine really wanted me to go d4. This was fine, though. Bishop g4, bishop b2, queen d6. Yeah, they need to grab control over the square, maybe b5, but I can throw this move in, threatening checkmate. In the game h3, I take it, and rook to d8, then e2. This makes a lot of sense. They're trying to grab control over the square to fix my isolated queen pawn and to open up their diagonals for their bishops. Knight e5, knight d4. So yeah, knight d4 was already questionable. Like, putting the knight there itself was probably not the move. Engine wants them to get rid of this, but I understand why they didn't. They felt like that bishop was good. But at this point, yeah, now if they need to go g3, they've got the light squares well defended. So, but in the game knight d4, now my knights have squares. They've got squares, squares, squares. And so we continue to zigzag here, bishop c3. It was actually fine. What's up here? What? What in the world? Dude. I'm cooked. Look at these pieces, just torching my dark squares. Knight e8 opens the bishop onto me. g6, check. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow. So, okay. Wow, queen c1, and they just get a ton of compensation. Like that, hitting me on the dark squares. That's crazy. Well, yeah, I mean, obviously you can't take it. Check. And, yeah, they're basically getting mated here. Resigns in view of this. But that queen c1 move is killer. Queen c1, it wants me to go rook e8 because, okay, you still can't take it. And now rook e1, so not allowing queen g5, or also not allowing knight f5. But now I need to. And now I get to go knight takes to, like, not lose so quickly. But boy, here has a lot of compensation for this pawn I grabbed. Interesting. Interesting. Wow. Kind of a wild ride there. Alright, let me grab coffee. Okey-doke. What's up, Poplin? Let me open up that Twitch chat. What's up, K's and Gambits? How you doing? Alright. I played my first round of Title Tuesday. You guys missed it because I didn't get the stream up in time. But I lost to a GM. Tough battle. Thank you, Hainsey. Hainsey with the sub with Prime. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys get Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. Appreciate you. Thank you. Okay, next game. Wow, my opponent 3,000 rated on chess.com from Kazakhstan, Mark Smirnov. 3,000, 3 schmausen. Let's go. Second black in a row until Tuesday. That's okay. Oh, interesting. I guess if this pawn gets here, that's what my opponent wanted. He probably wanted that square. Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna try to make you pay on c2 somehow, right? I don't know why knight c6 took me so long to come up with. I didn't like queen h4 at first for a while, but then I'm like, that's fine. Just gonna probably go here. Maybe even like this. Nah. This move's interesting. It's just like kind of annoying threatening knight b4. They play like that. Okay. This is kind of tempting, isn't it? Could play h4. I'll probably just go here. Okay, well, we have like a normal position now. There's a lot of sense to this, actually. Well, I need to be castled. But d5. Taking it b4. c4, take. Also have this. Dumb. There's rook d1 and c4. Just for some reason I thought I had a way out when I played this. Oh, dude. What the hell? Alright, no, my best work. Yeah, that's why I was saying going here. Got a shot though. Queen here. Bring the rooks across. Causing some disturbance. I mean, it's should be completely losing. It's a piece, but give it a shot. Don't allow that. That would be easy. Rook takes b2. I don't know. Somehow that we can make this annoying. Doing our best. Okay, take queen takes. I think you're slick. I think you're slick. Oh, maybe you are slick. Well, I do have this move. I think. What's up? Did I just fight my way back into this? Leave this. Other rook. Maybe moves the knight, honestly. Yeah, okay. How am I in this game? This is crazy. No, don't get mated. I don't have anything to attack, which is kind of annoying. He knows it. Let's get the queens off because his king is indestructible. Whoa. Oh, wait, he could trade into g5. Smart. It's actually well played. Didn't really give me anything here. Damn. Damn. Almost had a shred of hope there. I guess Yeah, I guess knight takes g6 was better than I gave it credit for. I just needed to not give him that. This move. Okay. Okay. GG. GG, we actually almost got back into that game we had no business getting into. When will William stop celebrating 5K on YouTube as indicating the going live Twitch notification? Okay, let me edit that. I will edit that. That's funny. Alright, well this game was a disaster. Somehow we battled and made it a game, but then he turned it up at the end. That's so funny. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a minute. Oh, let me grab my coffee. Cheers. Oh. Let's go. Playing a WFM from India. Goring Gambit. Let's go. Yes. Take my pawns. Take my pawns. Gambit glasses on. Let's go. Alright, bishop check, good move to develop quickly. And it actually is the only line that gets your king out the middle. So it looks like you might just be up 2 pawns, because you got this with check. However, now knight d5. As soon as that pin is gone, this knight jumps into d5, which is now a really, really nice post. So, of course, I'm threatening to force g-takes with the bishop and the knight hitting here. Also, the bishop is tagged. Bishop e7 is actually a really good move, not knight takes d5. And give me a moment as I think about what the move is in this position. Because I'm not really remembering. Is it take and e5? Then knight g4? I could take f6 and then push. Alright, I do believe it was that. Why do I have a weird feeling it's knight g5? I'm probably confusing it with a different line. I must be confusing it with a different line. This doesn't make any sense. Okay, e5. I gotta be careful about something like this, but it's not a big deal. Just push it back. This was my idea, but I'm just making it up. I kind of am forgetting my own theory. That way there's no d6. Take. Oh! What? What have I done? How is that even possible? Oh my goodness, I'm in total. I don't even know what to say. Yikes. What? How? Why? I don't know why I thought that was playable. Happens to everyone. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy, bro. That's really crazy. funny. Funny stuff. I'm not sure I've ever done something like that. I mean, I must have done something like that. There must have been another time. That is insane. Okay. I don't like that square. I don't even want to talk about it. What am I doing? Alright, wait. I gotta check what is the move there. I just want to know. G7. Somehow I forgot this. E5, G4. It's just H3. Not even that, but Queen D4 to pin here. D6, F4. C5 here, just keep the pin, win the knight. So just H3. H6 or key 1. No D6. Take here. Just like this. Ah, another threat. Man. Oh, this position's really good. Yeah, when you got both diagonals, there's no, like, F6. It's not legal. This was a better move. Just Queen C2 and bringing the rooks. Bring the rooks and there's no D6 or there's no development ever, really. Bishop E7, rare move. Yeah, most people take this knight. Okay. Whoops. Won't do that again. Will not be doing that again. What? What just happened? Oh my goodness. Guys, Edwin Diaz is signing with the Dodgers. Oh no. Oh my god. That is like the worst news that you could possibly manufacture. Wow. Not only did we, like, have to keep Edwin Diaz to have a decent bullpen, and also everything he meant to the Mets organization. But of all the teams to go to, 3 years, $69 million. We couldn't match that? Really, Steve? That's like the worst news ever. That really, really, really sucks. Okay. I don't even know what to say. Like, kind of losing anyone else, you could at least replace their production somehow. But there's no replacing, like, the best reliever in baseball. To the Dodgers. Oh, my God. Do I accept friend requests on chess.com? From people I know. I'll accept your friend request. But otherwise, the friend requests actually just kind of pile up. I haven't looked at them in a minute. I don't really know. Does it matter? What does being a friend on chess.com do? Dude, like, I am such a big defender of David Stearns. But this is, like, really unacceptable. You can't, you just can't let him go. I mean, there's just no replacing that. Oh well. Life of being a Mets fan. Don't forget to check out the anti-Philidor gambits. E45. What do we got? E45, knight f3, d6, d4, knight f6, knight g5. Interesting. h6. Take. Interesting. You go check, I assume? Or can throw this move in. If this is a prank. It is a prank. Now we go check. I guess there's a lot to explore here. If bishop e7, what do we got? Anything? Not really. It's telling us to trade queens. The other one, take c3, dc3. I like dc3, but this is always annoying, right? Can you just let it go? Oh, maybe you can. Bishop e7 here. Maybe. Okay, we can make a whole anti-Philidor repertoire. I like that. I like that, Mr. Kazin. What's up, Sugan? Yeah, we can make a whole anti-Philidor repertoire around this, right? So, d4. I mean, knight of 6 is rare as a move in general, right? Most people go either here or here. So take... But knight g5 is a funny one. Take c3. This is a Goring, except these moves are swapped. I wonder how that affects things. It gives us other interesting punches, like e5. So if take now, I take this. Their queen hanging. So you gotta be careful there if you're black. G7, but then you get torched without a way to defend this. I like it. I mean, knight g5 here is just kind of like a fun, crazy move. I'm not sure a lot of people would play knight f6. Yeah, because a lot... I mean, like, this is playable, right? This is good. Boom, boom, boom. Otherwise, this is the main move. But here I know there's a lot of interesting ideas, such as on bishop e7, we can take in... Okay, here they're already losing without an h6. So they got to be quite careful. And then if this, then h e5, they've got some problems. Or rather, take first, so there's no d5. And now they got some problems. So yeah, they need to be quite careful. This is not an attractive move order, as I understand it. h6. But then also take and queen d5. So c6, that kind of leaves. And now maybe like this. But now we can do this little trick. So there's always move order problems that you can kind of take advantage of, I think. That's why most people take on d4, or they play some sort of weird move order. They just want these moves included. So that, I mean, that's the appeal of knight f6 here, is that if knight c3, now you get this, and now you're fine without having to deal with, like, all this. You're going to castle and defend. You get the setup you wanted. But that's why, like, a lot of people play, like, it out of a Pirtz or something, like here, or like knight d7 to get an e5. So that they won't get, like, hit like this. But okay, I mean, this gives some other options, but... Patrick Van Paul William, I love a nice Van Helsing gambit. Do you mean Von Hennig? What is the Van Helsing? How is the round still not started? I need something to distract me from the Edwin Diaz news. What's up, Deadman? Telma tells. Isn't the Van Helsing gambit when you stab a vampire? I need to Google this now. What? No, or I think you're thinking of the Von Hennig. Oh, Van Helsing is from Dracula? Monster Hunter Van Helsing, starring Hugh Jackman. Nice. Alright. Next round is Title Tuesday. Here we go. We're playing a CM from France. Delayed London. No, we got a weird 92. Alright, I mean, in a lot of ways we could play this. Let's just play d5, bishop out. I could play this with c6. But me, I'm more of a b6 kind of guy. Especially against the knight placed right there. And then, because I expect queen c2 and e4, I want to do this before... Is that crazy? Can I... Am I being a little greedy here? Is this possible? I want this and this. Alright, let's just play knight d7 for now. Let's see what's up. Okay, that's what I wanted, actually. Now knight e4. And I want f5. f5 knight e5, right? The knight comes right into e5, and that's annoying. So, what I'm going to do... I want queen f6. I want f5 and queen f6. So I don't want this coming blocking my dudes and then playing f3. That's sort of my concern. f3 or f4. So if I play queen f6 right now, but then queen c2 hits my knight, then my queen's kind of in the wrong spot, isn't she? Alright, let's just play f5 for now. Yeah, they should go here. I will play queen f6. Probably. I have a couple ideas. They take bishop e4. I mean, that's probably the reasonable way to play. Okay, let's play the reasonable way. I don't want a knight coming here. So let's go like this. Now if the knight comes to f3... Alright, I don't have this diagonal, but I wasn't going to have it anyway. I have g5, g4 is an idea. Take. I like that I've set that pawn there forever. So d takes is probably... Can I actually get an advantage? Maybe not. Alright, let's see what we can do though. D takes queen somewhere. D8, swing you in. See what's up here. Rook d2, gotta watch out. So where are you going? Oh, what's up? d2, queen back, rook takes e2. You're just gonna give me this really appealing option? Am I getting trapped in there? I'll figure something out. Could just go bishop back like a normal person, but I'm not a normal person. I'm not a normal person. Let's go f4. Let's go f4. I understand this is hanging. f4 takes. f3 takes. Queen g4. I don't know. Let's do it for the vibes. If takes, I go e3. Opening this. Ah. Wait, that wasn't a good move. Because now f3, this is what I wanted, right? I mean, I understand you held this. That's what bishop on e3 would have held everything together. Defends f2 and blocks my pawn. Alas, this is even stronger. Now you need to, like, take it. You need to take it. Then I take back and then king h1. No, but you don't even hang on. Queen g4, queen g2, checkmate. Wait, that's absurd. That's actually absurd. So... Okay, well that extends the game. That extends the game. Queen g5, g3, queen h5, king h2. It extends the game, certainly. Well, I should just take it. Yeah, I mean, I'll just castle here, right? h3 it extends the game, but it assures that you'll never fix these pawns ever again. You'll never be able to, like, play g3 and rook over. Which they didn't have the chance to anyway, but it took away queen g4. So, okay, well this is actually kind of annoying. Take g2, queen e2. No, but we're good here because of queen to h1. Threats. Well, oh, okay, they resigned. They resigned. They didn't want to let me do anything sexy, but there was a lot of sexy lines. Let me show you. Let me show you. So, knight d2, they just wanted to get into their little setup. It took away e4, and so they got into their little setup c4. I could have played this like a Slav, but the thing is, I have no threats of dc4 at any moment. I have no ability to distract this bishop because the knights on d2 play so well, defending this pawn. So c6 makes the knight on d2 actually look smart. If the knight were on c3, then it's boxed out very well by this pawn, which controls these squares. But the knight on d2 is actually placed quite well because I don't have dc4 at any moment. They have knight takes c4. And one of the main ideas of c6 is to be able to play dc4 and b5 and then play for some other pawn breaks, whether that's e5 or c5. So that really wasn't the way to go, but b6 rather was. And so they get into their little setup here with b3. And now I make this ambitious decision to play knight e4. Because the thing is, if I castle short, first of all, I wasn't sure I actually won my king there. But their queen also can come to c2, and then maybe e4 at some point, and I'll never get a knight e4. So jumping in knight to e4 now felt like a kind of now or never decision, bishop to b2, and I went for this ambitious try with f5. The engine want me to maybe just like leave this pawn here kind of and just be normal. Castle's knight e5 now. Okay, well, it says I could take it and go here, something like this. I mean, it's whatever. F5 was interesting. F5 was much more ambitious because now I think if you play the engine's move, something like this, I have queen f6 here. Maybe this is a weird move. I don't really know how this was working. Oh, it's some sort of weird trade. Whatever. Engine's weird. But concrete circumstances like that aside, I keep the knight out of e5. Now my knight's on e4, and if you don't have anything in the position, all I'm going to do here is g5, g4, walk that knight out of there, and then look at ideas of threatening on h2. So that's what I wanted to achieve in the position, but they play knight e5, which I thought was a good move just in time. I take, and bishop out. Because, like, so now if I play queen f6, they can play, like, f4 1 go, or knight f3, bring another knight in there, right? So I'm not going to get this nice diagonal like I wanted. If I get this pawn all the way to g4 and chase them away, that would be nice, but they're going to get right in between me. So, yeah, their knight on d2 is well placed. I think this setup works also with the knight on c3, but knight on c3 can jump to b5. Knight on d2 allows the bishop to operate here. Anyway, in the game, knight e5, takes, bishop b4, I hit this knight, and they take here, which starts to open things up a little bit for me. Probably better to just go knight to f3. I would look at ideas like this, but I'm not so sure. Anyway, though, I'm happy I put their pawn here. It blocks this bishop forever. It's never going to do anything. In the game, knight e4, de4, bishop e2, and I dodge the queen trade with queen h4. Engine wants me to allow the queen trade. I was not so inclined. a3, rook d8. This was very surprising when they went queen c2. So, yeah, I mean, queen sliding out of the way, but the absolute best move was actually giving the queen here, and the engine likes this for white with a nice rook and bishop for the queen, and problems guarding a7, among some other things. Problems guarding a7 here, so like a6, b5, b4, fight rook a7. I'm not castled yet, so this is actually a big problem defending. I have a big problem defending this bishop. So that's actually really interesting. In the game, queen c2, and allows rook d2. Allows rook d2, I can throw that in. I guess they were expecting just bishop back, and the position's just completely equal. But rook d2 here, and this becomes interesting. It looks maybe not good, because a7's hanging, and they need, like, 2 moves to trap my rook. Alas, I'm able to strike them quickly with this really, really nice move f4. This really nice move f4. So now, the point is, like, if you play something like rook a7 here, I play f3, and I'm going to checkmate you with, like, here, and queen g4, and now I zigzag in there, right? And so, like, if you play king h1 here, or something like this, h1 here or something like this. I mean, yeah, I'll like I figure this out. I go check here, and my rook will come across after castling. Otherwise, like, if you can't really take this pawn in any line, because now I'm threatening check, and if king h1, I can still come in there with this bishop. Oh, wait, I totally hallucinated. I don't know why I thought that was checkmate. Ah, queen h3. I guess I would have needed to do this. I thought this was checkmate, but the king could go to g1, of course. Okay, anyway. But yes, I can also fight through along the second rank. So f4 really uses all my pieces well together. It takes e3. Look at that. These guys coordinating. So if like f3... Oh, this is a filthy move. I was just going to castle here and bring my other rook into it. But queen g4, what in the world? Threatening mate. Take here, mate. Oh, stop it. I wish I would have had that. Queen g4. Queen g4 ending the game. That's actually so nice. That would have been crazy. That would have been crazy. Okay, I told you there were nice lines. Maybe just not the ones I saw. Bishop to d4. Looks like a good defensive resource because, like, it looks like if they thought the only thing I could do with this pawn was trade, then of course they're totally fine here. Bishop sits excellently, guards f2, so the rook's not getting across, and blocks this pawn, so the bishop's not getting across. But I'm just playing f3, and there's really was no way to guard mate. h3 stopped queen g4 and zigzagging in, but I just here take there. Now I'm getting in on f2, or I'm getting in on h1. GG. Subscribe. All right, next game, WIM Olya Matviva. a6, g3, is interesting. I guess it makes sense. I'm gonna try with c5 though. d5, b5 I still have. Okay. Let's go just with e6. Very untraditional sort of... Most people against a6 want to commit the bishop this way. But I guess she just really liked her Catalan. Can you bother me here? I don't think so. Bishop e3. Knight g4, knight c6. I wouldn't do it. Do you want to come here? No, I just want to give me this pawn and just knight out. Alright. So, let's just think about things. What to do. b6. I don't want to like give them a target, but this feels like a logical way to play. Alright, let's just play d5. And knight takes. I'm slick with these tricks. I'm not that slick. Alright, let's get out of here. B4, queen over. Should be fine. Weird position, like I said. I had to trade these knights, or else bishop g5 would have given me a lot of problems on this pawn. But I think I'm fine if I can just get these out, right? Then I can start doing some stuff. I just need to get my pieces out. Queen on b5 is somehow well placed. Somehow well placed. I mean, that would be good as well. D4 is a good move here. Okay. Alright, we can make that trade. If you insist. Bishop e4, queen e7, just h6. Oh, really? Oh, I didn't even see this at all. What's happening? What is happening here? Am I up on ahead? I guess you could take this. Knight out, bishop out. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I would rather be black here. Maybe not by a light year. But, like, for instance, that pawn feels attackable. And the rook doesn't have b1 yet. Just rook c7 for now. I think this is maybe a long-term problem, but we gotta be quick. That was the right capture I wanted, so that's good. That's the bishop I wanted too, so that's also good. Bishop d6 and trade would be excellent. Ooh, interesting. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Could be worse. But still not smart. I mean, what are we really doing here? Okay. Okay. No, but this endgame was nice for me. I just needed to do this right. Honestly, just play b5, right? Maybe? I thought I could really target this pawn. Certainly in like a classical game, I would have won this. This is a really nice advantage, actually, at this point. I just needed a moment to figure this out. I think that's my issue, though. I treat this like classical games. I think the time discrepancy here mattered more than the weak pawn, potentially. So g3 is rare against a6, because typically they want the bishop going the other way. This was all pretty normal stuff. E takes was playable. This is good. I just didn't like knight e4 aesthetically, but this is fine. It's totally fine. Yeah, this led to some crazy line. This was well played, actually. Didn't even have to do that. Wasn't as good for me as I thought. If I play b5, yeah, they don't have to trade rooks. If they trade rooks, I'll win, because the knight will not do well against the passed pawn, but here I might have a hard time getting that rook to move, and they can even attack it. So... this was all drawn. Okay. Oh well. Just a Twitch chatter, what's up? How many brilliant moves have you played online? Does chess.com keep track of that stuff? Stats. All stats. Oh, I'll check it out later. Oh, we're playing an FM from Germany. Oh, I've played this guy. You know why? Because I remember this Greetings from Detmold. Oh, what? He tricked me into playing a Vienna? I thought I was going to get a Von Poppil. Alright, I guess I have to play a Scotch. Whoa. What have we here? What have we here? I guess I take d4, right? If I do that. This. Also d4. I mean, here, I've got, like, both pawns hanging in that case, though. What to do? Bishop d3. G5, take, queen takes. Is this absurd? I mean, it might be. Just want to trade and then bishop d2. What? You have this? Do I take this then? Then you take c2. Is this even working? Queen c4, queen e5, f4. This feels like it wasn't a good idea. I don't know. Go here. Maybe f4. I guess you have this move. Or you could play it risky. Take e5. Okay, well, I have to take it. I can't allow that. b5, bishop back. I guess maybe you take this. Yeah, coming into f2, it doesn't seem so scary, honestly. I guess you could check and then come, right? Or you just go direct. G2. Now you don't have d6. Knight f2, I go rook f1. e4. Okay, well, we successfully procured an advantage. 4 5. No, we can't really play like that. So he can't come to e3. Okay. Yeah, go back. Yeah. Tell him. Okay. You better run. Alright, well, if I get kicked, I'll just come right back here, so... just figure something else out. Otherwise, just castles and do stuff. Just castles and do stuff. Yeah, getting an e5 was clutch. Is this knight gonna come? No, it can't. Kick me. I want to come back here, actually. Give me a kick. Trying to come there. I'll just do something. Nope. I'll do something else. That way, knight e3, I can take it. Takes e7. No check. Let me in. Okay. Did I miss? Take, check here, rook? Maybe. Give me that b6 pawn. Give me both of these. Stop trying to fork me. I was about to go rook f1. Scram. Ooh. No, now that was a good move. Oh, they have an d1 check. They have an d1 check. Shoot. I mean, it's totally playable. I don't know if it, like, doesn't actually do anything. I thought I could go here. Just draw when I'm low on time. I think I'm right. Yeah, I am right. This is just a draw. They should just save their knight. If they don't save their knight, then I'll just go up several pawns. If they get their clock low, maybe I'll flag them. Oh, I could have gone king a2 instead of this. Alright, oh. Well, I can't go here. They have checks. Alright. King a2 would have been absurd. But, okay. I mean, I still have to give checks or else I get mated. Okay. Let me draw. Call you Betsy Ross the way, handing out flags. I was trying to. Lewis Paulson fan. Yeah, I played him last time. 0-1-1 versus me, so. What did he play against me last time? Something. I remember we had some exciting game. I didn't know this line. Queen e7. Queen d3 was the best move. Look at that. Your boy came up with Queen d3. A weird one. This was also weird. I guess, okay, this was better. Back, and then just like this, it wanted me to play. Yeah, keeping the queens on would be nice if I'm chasing their queen. Because they traded them. But we managed to procure, yeah, I thought they should have taken this, so that they have some squares. Because knight g4 doesn't really do a lot to me. And now here, we're just better. We're just better in this endgame. Wanted me to just recapture and leave this knight in their face. I thought this was good. Okay, anyway, we drew. Alright, next game we're playing National Master from USA, Alexander Ficquiet. This line. Okay. So, yeah, they bring this here. Play c3. Trying to play dc3. And open this for the bishop. So that's why they try to defend it. That's why we play with a4. I believe this is a move. Trying to hit this knight. So I can win this pawn. Force you to free my bishop. They do that. Okay. I think I have d4. Which would be nice. And then pleasant recapture, pleasant center. d3. I think I can win this pawn. They're not trying to make it easy on me. Why are the games 5 minutes and not 3 minutes anymore? Yeah, chess.com totally overhauled Title Tuesday. There's only one a day, and it's, you know, you got camera on requirements and all that. Including, yeah, they want it on a strict schedule. So no increment anymore. Alright, I mean, we got a lot of options here, actually. d5, e5, b5. These are all good moves, maybe. Maybe. This is appealing. Overwhelmed by the options, am I? It's an idea. Definitely an idea. I mean, queen and rook. Something I was thinking of was like a5 even. Threatening b6. And if they take me. This was sort of what I wanted. I was just going to push. Should I throw in bishop a3 first? Didn't want f6 and the rook being there. Alright, I mean, I quite like my position. Seems like a good spot. Or, I don't know. Okay, sure, why not? Rook c8, I'll just defend this knight. An interesting idea for sure. I don't want to totally overstate the merits, but seems like something I should do. Bishop a5 felt like... Oh! Why was I only looking at bishop a5? I just should have gone to e2 first. No, but then I would have blocked my queen. Anyway. Maybe this is okay. This would be a problem for them. They would lose that. So I gotta come there. Rook h3, and I take g6. I also have knight 4. Whoa, what? Is that really necessary? Okay. A2, queen back. This is the move. Nope, it's definitely not. Ah, yeah, it is. Okay, pressure here. Now we threaten rook a2 for real. Obviously can't take it. Why didn't I see that? It just did not occur to me at all. No, what a total doesn't. Bishop's not even there. It's just really, really badly played. This a5 thing was really cute, and I think I just would have won if I just didn't do that. just got my pieces over. Like, I had a killer attack. No. My rook is hanging. Oh my god. Oh, what? Okay. Christ. I guess that was clever. Whatever. Yeah, I'm just winning if I just play the most obvious move on the board. This does nothing to change the fact that I think you just win like this and just take in here. Especially this is cut off. I mean, like, literally just arcade, like, it's just so... It's just, I can't believe I did anything different. It's there and here. That's it. Which was the point of what I was doing. Instead I went a5. And then this got a little weird. I needed a2, but then this gets still... Oh, okay, well that's not actually the winning move. It's this. Ah, bishop moves and then take. Didn't even occur to me. I went here, which was, yeah, I completely missed rook c1. Completely missed rook c1. Yeah, I just, come on, William. Okay. Oh well. Oh well, okay. We've had better Title Tuesdays. Like last week, we had 7 out of 11. Alright, well that is round 8, so we got a bit of a break. Did I check the number of my overall brilliant moves? Okay, I can. Stats all time. These are just my ratings. How is this a thing? Insights. Okay, this is my total all-time breakdown. I feel like that's a pretty low draw percentage as things go. I like how my draw accuracy is almost the same as my win accuracy. I guess that could make sense. Draws can just be high quality in general on by both sides. Especially the way I play. Accuracy by move number. This makes sense. You're in opening theory here, so you know it. And then everything else just seems like roughly equal. I'm not sure that's too much of a trend. The endgames may be easier to play a little bit more accurately when there's fewer pieces on the board. This would be kind of the hardest part when there's a lot of pieces on the board. And you're not. Results by rating is probably what you expect. It actually seems a little staggered. I don't... It should be pretty linear. And it's not like the sample size is that small anyway. Like, these are several hundred games. Should be a pretty linear increase of the red bars. It seems very staggered. Weird. Game shape. I just want this compared, like, I don't really know what to say. I don't know what these mean. I want this compared to, like, the overall average. I have visible losses to 1700s. Yeah, I do. Game shape. Sharp, intense, sudden, wild. See, I don't know the difference between sharp, intense, sudden, and wild. I just want to see an overall average. Accuracy by game shape. I guess wild would be lowest by... Okay, this is kind of what I was saying before about the moves. Alright, wait, but I wanted to see the overall number of brilliance, right? It's funny, this is when I started playing Gambits, is what around, I guess, here. Versus back here, I used to know a lot of theory. Okay, forks, pins. Okay, seems like a good found percentage. Oh, yeah, okay. 287 brilliance. 287 brilliance. Out of how many moves? That's a lot of moves. This is maybe like 200,000 moves. So 1 out of every 1,000 moves is a brilliant. Maybe a little bit more than that. Similar players. Wait, similar players have more brilliance than me? They have 0.2%? Rough. I have a higher best percent, but a lower excellent percent. I guess I make fewer mistakes and blunders. Is that possible? I make fewer mistakes and blunders. Moves per piece. What's the average moves per piece? Like, what does this look like for an like amongst all average games? Oh, similar players. Okay. Okay. This is kind of interesting. I move my pawn slightly more than the average. Than similar players, I guess, is... Oh, wait. Is the tournament? I don't want... I thought I had a new tab open for the tournament. Wait. Where is the tournament? Did I don't want to miss this. How do I get back? In Proctor. I thought I had another tab open. Okay, I haven't missed anything. But there's no new tab. Sorry, I can't accept challenges right now. But yeah, this is the most annoying. How do I get another tab going in Proctor? I got 0 point buy? How rude. Man. Give me a 0 point buy? Oh my goodness. This is so frustrating. Ugh, and they like just started too. Okay, you guys. Okay, I'm Yeah. All right, I'm probably gonna sign off here, but I'll sign back on later today for another stream. Yeah. So follow, join Discord to get notified when I go live next, and I'll see you guys next time.